Don't you leave me this way, no. Don't you understand? I'm at your command. Oh, baby, please.
Now, obviously, you have lots of gay fans over the years, and in the 80s, your hit song, Don't Leave Me This Way, kind of took on an interesting context when it was kind of adopted by the HIV and AIDS movement. Can you talk a bit about what happened there and how that makes you feel as an artist to have that kind of be co-opted as an anthem for a terrible time in history?
Right. Well, that song was in that movie, Looking for Mr. Goodbar, and all these things were kind of happening around the same time. Around that time, I had lost several of my friends, and we didn't know exactly what was going on. So it was kind of a scary kind of period. But to have my song associated with that movement or what was going on, especially in terms of making people more knowledgeable, particularly about the AIDS crisis and what's going on, I'm proud.
Now, when people think about disco, I don't think they think about revolution. But do you think the disco movement was tied to the gay liberation movement?
Well, I mean, I hadn't thought about it in that sense. You know, when I was doing it, it was just a good time. We were just having music and we were just doing what we did. But if it was sort of a revolution and we came out on top, then yay.
Satisfy the need in me. Satisfy the need in me.
Did you have a chance to play for any gay crowds at gay clubs during that era in the early days? I know that the Continental was very big for a lot of dance artists. And the Saint, yes.
And the Paradise Garage.
So tell us what it was like to play
It was
those
great.
legendary epic places.
Well, I lived in LA, and when we would go back east, usually a promoter would get 2 or 3 different clubs to bring you back. So you would do, like, you might do the Studio 54, you might do the Saint, and you might do Paradise Garage in one night.
Satisfy the need in me.
I would like to do the Paradise Garage like about 3 o'clock in the morning, and then after I finished with my performance, I could go put on my jeans and my T-shirt. And my favorite DJ at the time, his name was Larry Levan. Right. And Larry would be spinning, and Larry could get you. You could get on that dance floor, and you couldn't leave, even if you wanted to. So there were some clubs that I did. There were gay clubs.
What was that like for you to play? Like, had you ever even been to a gay club before then? Like, these were revolutionary. Pardon me.
Please.
But like, what separated?
Yes.
Because I felt like these clubs.
No, the reason what separated
the energy.
them, I'll tell you. What separated the clubs? I find that first of all, I had a lot of gay friends. Okay, and so my guys, my hairdresser, my makeup person, and so the people that hold it together. So I was hanging out with them all the time, and so I was in the clubs dancing, going to all the clubs with them. There was one called the Catch One in LA. That's the name of the club, but I called it Catch None because I wasn't going to catch anybody up there, but because it was a gay club. But anyway, there's lots of little clubs like that you go and you could see the new dance trends. You could see, what was going on as far as dance and all that. And so I would go all the time. So the gay clubs and that kind of thing was not anything new.
Did that have an influence on you, being able to be in these dance clubs that were cutting edge with music and dance?
You try to have an influence on how you wanted to be dancing and the music and what was going on out there. Yes, of course, it had a big influence.
Do you feel that you being a part of that community and doing performances at AIDS fundraiser is something that is important to you as an artist still?
Of course it is, and I really feel, and I'm the first to say to this day that after the I guess what people call the fall of the disco period, I was still supported by the gay community, and I continued to work as much as I had before. So my gratitude to that community is there and will always be there because they've been supportive to me.
Thank you so much, Thelma Houston. It's been our pleasure.
Thank you, Matthew.
Hey, hey,